Hi gang, welcome back to Crankin Crafts. For today I'm going to be showing you how to do these memory wire bracelets. And what makes this a little bit different is we have some Morse Code action going on with this bracelet. So this is like a really cute way to wear a little message on your wrist, give a message to a friend, or just as like a little reminder. Now you can go online and you can find all the information for Morse Code, but it's basically a bunch of dots and dashes. And I didn't know that they also have different symbols as well as numbers. I guess that makes sense. Nothing that I really expected, but yeah, so this is a really cute way. So you could look this up. We're also going to make a free worksheet for this at our stores, so you can pick this up and make your own words. So, you know, just as an example, you can have beautiful, you can have happy. I think I want to make one that says breathe next, to just kind of remind me to sometimes slow down and calm down and take a breath. One of the things that I feel is very important when it comes to memory wire. Memory wire is very hard, and it's made hard so that it'll bounce back into shape. Now, over time when you're wearing the bracelet once, they will get bigger. So if it seems a little bit small at first, don't worry about that. It'll stretch out over time and use. For this particular project, we want to have some overlap. Now here's the important thing with memory wire. Do not use your regular wire cutter for this to cut it, because you might end up chipping or breaking the blade. I had a customer that used her Lindstrom wire cutters on these. Oh, and Lindstrom is so expensive. And she ended up damaging the blade when she cut it open. So what you need to do is either invest in a memory wire cutter like this. See how thick that is? It's real strong. It'll be able to cut through the memory wire with no problem. Another tool I totally love is this one. It's like an all-in-one tool. So it has the round nose pliers section over here. It has a flat section so you can pinch down on things. But most importantly, it has a wire cutter towards this big steady area. And this is strong enough to cut through memory wire with no problem. Another reason why I love this is that it's all-in-one, in that you just have one tool. You can curl up the end and make your loops. You can cut your memory wire, and when you're done putting everything on, curl up the other end. So very convenient. Now let me just cut the wire. And I'm going to set up my word. Now I've seen it where they do the dots and dashes all together, but I like to have color in between, because otherwise it gets confusing for me to read the word. So I'm going to have these size 11 rounds as my dots, and I'm going to have these 3mm bugles as my dash. So when I want to make a B, it's dash dot dot, and then I'm going to have the blue in between each letter, and then the R is a dot, dash, dot, another color in between. E is a dot. Whoops. So you get the idea of how it's going to be set up. Now, the other part about doing this type of design is that you kind of want the word, well, I would think you would want the word right in the middle of the bracelet. And sometimes it's difficult to determine how long that word is going to take, how much space it's going to take up on the bracelet. So what we're going to do is use a little bit of washi tape, and I'm going to tape one side. So this will prevent my beads from falling off. And now I'm going to start to string on the word. So here's my word, breathe. And what I'm going to do now is string on some other beads so that I can just get it centered within the bracelet. How much of an overlap you want to do at the end is going to be entirely up to you. I'm using a few 2mm crystals just as an accent from where the wording is and where the rest of the bracelet is. And I'm also going to use those same crystals when I reach the end of the wire. This is a really cute project that you can do for parties or for occasions, like if you have maybe for bridesmaids. I think that would be really cute. Maybe your bestie is having a birthday and you want to give that person a special message that she can wear to remember all the time. It's also really nice as something to help inspire you daily. So let's say you have somebody that's going through a hard time. Maybe they're gonna quit smoking or whatnot. This is a nice way to help remind them and encourage them on their journey. So see how I've just filled up the wire with seed beads, and I'm just going to repeat it on the other side. So I'm going to take again a little bit of washi tape just to prevent the beads from falling off until I have my spacing figured out. So as you can see, there's a little bit of an overlap, and I actually want that. I want the overlap. Again, part of the reason is because as you wear this more, it's going to kind of stretch out a bit. Now, I'm just going to add the last accents on either end. I like how the spacing came out. It kind of worked out pretty well for me, I think. And I'm just going to trim off. So I'm going to do maybe about an inch, I guess, estimating it. And this is going to be one of the tougher parts. Again, because memory wire is so hard. If you're having your kids do this, you might want to roll up the end for them because it is pretty tough to do. And I know a lot of times we'll do memory wires for kids workshops, our Keiki program and whatnot, because it's really simple, it's easy to put on and take off. But I wanted to also do something with a modern take on the memory wire, not just something that is so back in the day, plain and kid-like or childish. I think this is something that anybody can wear. It has a modern feel to it. Very simplistic. Here's my bracelet. Now I'm going to also attach a little charm. And again, this is another way to help maybe personalize and make it a little bit fancier. But the other reason I like adding a charm to this is so that you know where the word starts and which way you might want to be wearing the bracelet when you put it on. Whether you want it facing you as your reminder, or whether you want it facing outward for other people. Don't know if they can read Morse code, but hey, there you have it. But again, this is like a really cute idea on using memory wire, kind of like an updated modern take on it, but also with a little secret message in there. Thanks for stopping by.